Alright, we're gonna go get the things we need to make this thing, or to infuse with bleed, and then we're gonna go do Yorm. I'll probably do Yorm first, though. Because Yorm does not bleed, so I think by infusing it with bleed, I'm just gonna make it worse. Weapon after the Moonlight Greatsword. I don't remember what the weapon was after the Moonlight Greatsword. There was the Wrathful Axe, which did not have bleed. I don't remember if that was the next one, though. I've done so many weapons, and like I can't keep straight what I've done anymore, unless I'm looking at the list. And I feel like if I'm looking at the list, I'm not keeping it straight, you know? It's like the opposite. Can I heal? No. Holy crap, that is a quick attack. Jesus Christ. There's like no startup on that. There's the Moonlight Greatsword, the Wrathful Axe. Curved Twin Blade had bleed, but might be that. I think that was the next one. Bandit's Knife. Bandit's Knife was this game. Dude, I just cannot hit this stupid thing. Dude, like, dude, you ever just chill for a second? Let me heal? Probably not. You have 2 on deck? Yeah, you got the Bloodletter and then the Stone Soldier Spear for DS2. It's probably the longest Pontiff B skill I've ever had. Thought my damage was good. What happened? Ow. I should probably get the bonfire up there. But yeah, those runs are like very... They're basically like last. We're never going to see those ones. The problem is that you're just going to keep getting them pushed back and back until, you know, the end of the weapons, basically, because people are going to keep requesting weapons. You've just requested so many weapons that, like, no one's even close to you. And until people get close to you, like, I don't know. Might not see them for a while. I gotta keep going. Where's the shadow? The moveset's a little weird, because, like... It's just long when you L1, you know? You're, like, stuck in an animation for a while. It's for the second L1, I think. Can I heal? Is that something I can do? Dude, and it doesn't help that he does half of my health every time he hits me. I'm just trying to be greedy now. Worked. Oops. Actually, I want this homeward bone. I need to get more of these. Oops, not that. So yeah, I think the next two runs, and we're probably not gonna get to both of them before I leave for vacation. We'll probably get to the next one as far as bouquet. As far as bouquet, Fairing Greatsword, and then I think the Man Serpent Greatsword are the ones on deck. And then the ladle run's just gonna be ongoing for like 2 months, I feel. It's gonna take a while. Get used to the ladle, because you're gonna see it every day for July, probably. Maybe not all of July, like half of July. I will try to get it to a point, though, like, once we get to New Game Plus, Giant Lord, I should be able to just do, like, hopefully 4 hours or whatever. And not have it be interrupted. The main issue is just, like, needing to farm. So if I can go 4 hours without needing to farm, then we're good. Then I can farm after the 4 hours off stream. Yeah, Elden Ring's pretty fun. The runs are very long, but I enjoy them. Oh, you're supposed to land on the rock? Oh, no, we're fine. Never mind. Heal! You idiots. You're supposed to heal. I think I would have died anyways. Vari's Bouquet will probably be pretty long, though, just because it's not very good. It's probably one of the worst weapons, honestly. The only good thing about it is it bleeds. But against anything that can't bleed, it's going to be pretty terrible. I did not know there was a platform right here. Wish I did. I don't think I would have died if I knew that it was here. Shut up. Well, I guess we could do Pontiff no parrying. It's gonna take longer, but it could be fun. But one day we'll get to Whitesnake's sword, the Bewitched Alon sword. One day. I think there's what, like 4 runs before it? 5 runs? Something like that. We're getting closer, though. Exactly, you guys can't push him back. He's got 2 more weapons in the queue, though. So, you can still push, I think, 1 or 2 of them back, depending on... I can't remember. At least one of them. He's the random demon souls and the Smo's Great Hammer. Which I think I actually have the... What was the last one you requested, Jan? I can't remember. Vort's Great Hammer. Vort's Great Hammer, I think I have before Smo's Great Hammer. Yeah, the 5th one, which is the random Demon Souls weapon. And then the Moonlight Greatsword's been sitting on the list since March, and we're like nowhere near that one. But Eventually, people will have so many requests that they can't push back some of these ones anymore. Or we'll run out of weapons. But we're probably not going to run out of weapons anytime soon. We're about 10% of the way through this game. In, like, little under a year's time. Because I think I started... I'm trying to remember when I started running all the games. It was probably, like, June or July. The first weapon I did, Godskin Peeler. Oh my god, I hate everything. Godskin Peeler for Elden Ring. I started with 10 Elden Ring runs because it was still like fairly new at the time. And then I started mixing everything else back in. I did 10 Elden Ring runs, then I did a randomizer for Elden Ring, and then I started bringing in the other games. May 1st. True, but that was just Elden Ring. So like when I started Dark Souls 2, that was probably like June or something, July maybe. I don't remember. I would like more health. Can I get my health back, please? I'm gonna die. I'm alive! I cannot survive a fall, though. Oh. July 22nd. So it's probably because it probably wasn't done on July 22nd. It's just when it made it to YouTube. So it's probably like a week before. So like middle of July. That's not... I don't know if that's good or bad, really. It's probably not good, but for the types of runs I'm doing, it's probably like whatever. Doesn't really matter, right? Good or bad, who cares? As long as it's fun. But it just kind of shows how long it's going to take, you know? Like, we're not even 10% of the way through Elden Ring. And Elden Ring doesn't even have a DLC yet. It's going to get more weapons and more bosses. So those runs are going to be even longer, and there's going to be more of them. And I got to redo the ones I've already done. Or not redo them, but, like, finish them. But it's literally going to take a decade to do. That's the thing. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in 10 years. I don't know if any of us are going to be here in 10 years. Maybe Earth gets hit by a giant meteor or something. This is going to be annoying. Far lands or bust. I don't know if I want to do L1s here. I'm going to do, I think, just R1s. Or R2s. Oh, nice miss. Do a celebration stream once you hit your year? What do you mean? Once I hit a year of doing this? Probably not. I'm not like a big celebratory stream guy. In one super old version of Minecraft, there was a point where the code would bug when generating land randomly and create some bonkers thing, but it would take you 20 years to run there. Oh, God. That's nuts. The thing is, too, how do you even know it's there? Like, what if you do that and you just don't find it? Oh, he's not doing the double swing. I also forgot the profane coal I just remembered. That kind of sucks. Let's go back for that. Oh, you can go faster in creative mode? That's insane, though. 12 years. I feel like Minecraft just is a game that can never die. Oh, you can teleport to it. That's outrageous. That's such a huge time commitment, too. Like, I mean, I get this is too, but like, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, I can't even fathom doing that. I was trying to L1, but I didn't swap to two-handing. Yeah, I feel like if you're doing that, you need some sort of outlet. You need like another game or something else to keep you sane. Over halfway? Oh my god. You say he's been going since 2011? Turns each episode into a vlog. That makes sense, though. Like, there's only so much you could talk about for 11 years. Just, like, walking in Minecraft. Like, I feel that way playing these runs, you know? There's only so much you can talk about when you're killing Yorm for, like, the 20th time. Or, like, speedrunners are probably an even better example, because they're, you know... They play this game, like, or any game, right? Like hundreds, thousands of times, depending on how long the speedrun is. You can comment on, like, certain things you're doing, like, you know, if, like, a skip was good, or good RNG, or bad RNG, but, like, you know, gotta find other things to talk about. Especially when you're fighting Yorm for, like, 15 minutes. And you see the same, like, 5 attacks. ESG speedruns is normally a community-driven stream or just YouTube videos with not much talking? Yeah. Just someone's, like, focusing on the run. No commentary. You know, I've never had someone come in and comment telling me to use the Storm Ruler on these runs. But I think if anyone ever does, I'm just gonna pretend like I don't know it exists. And I'll just be like surprised to be like, there's a weapon for this boss? Crazy to do normally. It's honestly a fun fight. But it takes a while, especially if you use a fire-based weapon. I guess we'll level up. What's a gimmick boss? What's a boss? Thought this was just a normal enemy. Telling me this game has bosses? Ancient Wyvern with normal damage? I just, whenever I do a melee weapon, I do the plunge attack, but I've done, like, I did a magic run and a miracle run, and both of those I didn't do plunge attacks. If I do bows, too, I won't do a plunge attack. Let's do, actually, more decks. What's this weapon at right now? Is this +6? +5. Oh, I forgot the... Alright, hang on. Forgot the shards. Travel to... Where am I going? Okay, I gotta do two things. I gotta go to here, get the Profane Coal, and then we gotta get the 2 large shards I missed. For medical run, can you ward a melee weapon? Okay, so I should have specified it's for staves and chimes. They're not miracles. Well, they basically are miracles only, but at least after the point you can use miracles. But yeah, it was talisman only and stave. I did the heretic staff, I think, and then the sacred chime of Philionor. Shame you can't just bonk the wyvern with your talisman. So that would be allowed, I guess, because it's only with the weapon. But there's no way I'm doing that. That would take way too long. Oh, that's not it. Is it not this one? Is it the other one? Must be the other one. I don't think they kill you. I think they just like knock your health down to 0. Well, they can do that, I guess, and kill you. Okay. Alright, now give me this. Go back to the shrine. I'm gonna buy some Horn Bones. They have the guaranteed one-shot attack. Wait, what? They do? They have a one-shot attack? Bones.
Ashen one.
If they knock you down and brand you on the ground, it one-shots you? I did not know that. I don't think I've ever seen it. Okay, I probably should have not came here yet. Should have grabbed these first. I'll have to see that sometime. I've never actually seen that attack. Jailers are really annoying, though. What other weapons have we not seen? Not weapons, weapon types in this game. We haven't seen any bows yet. I have not done talismans, which really aren't going to be different from chimes, but technically they're a different type of weapon. No bows, no talismans, or great bows, or crossbows. Bow crossbow for DS3? I think it'd be a pretty fun run. I did one once. I had an all achievements character that was bow only. What am I doing here? I need to...
Ashen 1.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. Nope, sell. Sell all of these. I don't think I need any of these.
Ashen 1.
What?
What else have we not seen? We've seen a lot. I think there's probably like 10... Actually, hang on. We've done 20 weapons. We've probably seen at least 15 different types, and I think there's like 27 different weapon types. So there's probably at least 10 we haven't seen. But I can't think of any of them. 27 ago, and then we'll do endurance.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Although six of those 20 whatever are bows, crossbows, and like, you know, the like, and then spellcasting stuff. Do I have an Estus shard? I have one. Have we done a hammer? We done...
What?
We have 2 great hammers in queue. I don't know if we've done a great hammer yet, though. Oh, I need to give him the coal. I forgot. I need to infuse this.
What? No, but you.
Lead.
Pradeep.
This is the first thrusting sword. I know that. Done great swords, done katanas. Multiple of each. Done a lot of great. I think I've done like 4 great swords. I've done axe, 1 great axe. At least 1 great axe. I don't know, I'm just like drawing up blank on these weapon types. Curved swords? No, I did a curved sword. I did a curved great sword. I don't know, I need to look at the list. I'm gonna figure that out. No pyromancy flame. I forgot about pyromancy flames. That's another type that it's only 2 of, but I haven't done 1 pyro run yet in any of the games, and honestly, the odds of getting one outside of a request are pretty rare. No hammer in any form, okay. But there's 2 great hammers in the queue, I know that. I can't remember if there's a 3rd hammer. I don't think there is. Are Reapers their own thing in this game? I haven't done a whip. I haven't done any whips. Oh no, I did do the Guardian Tail for Dark Souls 1. Okay, I'm definitely getting the shortcut because we're not going to be parrying Pontiff. Is my game going to crash? Yep. I don't know why it crashed there. Oh, probably because we went to the DLC. And I never restarted. Farron, Quills, Smo, and Vort. Okay. Not that much. There's probably the most, though. I don't think DS2 has that many in queue. There's like 2, I think. Not including the ladle. Elden Ring might actually have the most. 1, 2, I can think of 3. Okay, so maybe it is DS3 with the most then. Bloodborne's got 2. Demon Souls has 1. Dark Souls 1 has 2. We're back here? Jesus. Smo's Great Hammer is actually like right up there. I did that one before I restarted this list. That one's gonna be interesting because we're gonna be doing a full Smo cosplay. We're gonna be fat. Probably for a good portion of it anyway. First NG plus, you're wearing the Dragon Slayer armor. It's a good armor set. It makes sense that DSA's armor would be in here too, but it doesn't make any sense that Smo's armor is. Because Smo is not in this game. Havel's armor. That's a beefy set. Yeah, I get Havel's ring, I think +3. Is it 3? I think it's 3 in the DLC. Oh, you don't have the DLC. Well, you can probably get +2 then, maybe? Or +1, I don't know. Oh god, this is so weird without locking on. I don't know why I didn't lock on. Hoping for a bleed. I do not know his moveset. I'm just so used to parrying him. There's a bleed. When does he, do the thing? I think you can only get +2 in, like, New Game +3, though, or something. I can't remember. I could be wrong. My stamina feels so low. Ow. Brother. No, why? Why, when I'm healing, do you have to attack? I miss parrying. Dude, what is this rapid fire Pontiff? He's just not stopping. Did I get a better attack? That works. What I don't like is like I can't punish because then the purple guy just starts swinging immediately. Oh yeah, the Pontiff and Champion Gunner can just be relentless. I got no healing. Okay. And then sometimes they just do this and just stand there. Yeah, I don't think we're getting through this one. Pontiff's a completely different boss if you don't parry him. Is the clone, like, low? I can't even tell. I can't lock onto it. Not really. Yeah, phase 2 is hard to parry, but there's like this attack you can parry. Like every time I can punish, this is what I hate. Like, I can't punish Pontiff because the clone's just right there every time. And then he'll do something while I'm attacking Pontiff, and then I just keep losing health. I wonder if I can just strafe dodge. I'll try next time, because I'm gonna die here. This damage sucks too. It's not good. Lots actually like super tanky unless you parry him. The riposte just deals so much damage. Oh yeah, I have the other bonfire. Huge damage weapons. Yeah. I killed the damage on this one too with removing the bleed. So I'm probably never going to get bleed procs because you have to, like, I can't get that many hits on him. So my damage is just going to be worse no matter what. You know what I can do? I didn't even think about it. I can do the L2. I can just spam the daggers or whatever that you throw at him. Which won't do anything, but it's better than nothing. Should probably Ember. No, I'm not going to Ember. I want to, but I'm going to probably... I need to, like, relearn this fight. Maybe, like, 1 out of every 10 runs is a no parry run. Nice stored roll. Thank you, game. Another stored roll, awesome. That one almost got me killed. Luckily didn't. Okay, a little greedy. Yeah, this damage is brutal. I've hit him so many times and I've done, like, nothing. Oh, there's a bleed. Oh, this crazy attack. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I can't punish there because he keeps hitting me. Actually hit him. I didn't think I would. I guess I could use an Ember as a heal, right? Hang on. Oh yeah, it does work. You can just strafe that. That's good. That should be a free punish. $97 damage. $184, baby. Trying to just blindly roll it. Didn't work. Okay. Okay, let's... Maybe something else I can work with. Nope, that is not something I can work with. Nor is this. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Accidentally R2'd. Damn it. And a stored roll. Fantastic. Reminds me of Margit, with how often you get stored rolls in that fight. God, what a long fight. Man, if that hit him, he would have been dead. Oh my god, please just die. Woohoo! Alright, Aldrich should be better than that. We just couldn't build up any bleed, that was the issue. We're at +6, right? Yeah. Damn. Should be smooth sailing, though, from here on out. I think DSA might be a little tricky just because you can't bleed him either, but... You can at least get consistent damage, unlike Pontiff. It's kind of fun, like, not pairing him, though. It's when he's, like, idling for, like, 10 seconds. Then he casts, like, a spell, and then he idles, and then casts another spell. That's, like, when it gets kind of boring. But... other than that, pretty fun. It's basically Margit, though. Like... Margit does the same thing. Idles, idles, then just is like super fast. Then idles. The only difference is there's no clone in that fight. I wonder if we ever need to go to that tower or anything. I can't remember if Yorshka's Covenant has a weapon. Or chime or something. Tied to it. Oh, you know what I should have looked for? I didn't even think about it. I don't know if the Corvians have an armor set, though. I should have got that. If it's a thing. For this, you know, that would have been cool. But, whatever. I feel like you spent so little time in Anor Londo. I mean, honestly, there's not much in Anor Londo. Like... It's a... far cry from, the Anor Londo of old in DS1. Anor Londo and DS1 is like the high point of the game. And this Anor Londo is just like a shell of itself. Shell of its former self. I do wish I had more stamina. Did Aldrich in 4 tries. That's pretty good, honestly. This is a tough one just because of that arrow attack. It's so brutal. Arrows in phase 2. It still gets me like all the time. There's like a way to pretty much make sure it doesn't happen, but other than that, it's just like luck. Yeah, you kind of can. If you're far enough away, you can. But if he does it and you're up close, like, you're probably gonna get hit. Your best, you just have to either run and spam roll and just pray you get lucky. This damage is still not very good. How do I not have a bleed yet? Did I get a bleed? Or no bleed? There's a bleed. Alright, phase 2. Kind of far. I guarantee we get arrows. See, if he does arrows here, like, I'm screwed. But if you get to him early enough, when he spawns, he won't do them. Hey, Flick Scrim. How's it going? Getting arrows here because I'm gonna take the long way, and I'm gonna heal. Give me arrows, Aldrich. I dare you. You won't. Yep. We are using the Quills. I'm splitting time between the ladle and everything else. So I did 2 hours of the ladle earlier, and now we're doing 2 hours of this. Probably do the same tomorrow. But I have to farm for the ladle run now, so like I didn't want to spend like 2 hours just farming, you know? I'll do that off stream. But we're like halfway through New Game on the later one, so it's progress. Like, we got Freya done, we got Dragon Rider Duo done. I can buy a repair powder. Do I think the Quills are good? They're fun. I don't feel like the damage is that impressive, but the moveset's cool.
Prince Lothric is in your hands.
What am I doing? Killer! I can't.
Save his soul.
I can't attack.
Tell him what he must.
Well, I can't L1, but I can R1. I was trying L1 and I couldn't do it. Die faster. Why does she have, like, black blood? If I can start getting, like, bleed procs more, I will believe in the Quills. But I do like the L1. It's pretty cool. Ouch. Do you do a backswing there? You do. That was very lucky. Phase 2. What I need is more stamina so I can spam this L1. Why are you going that way? I'm so lucky I didn't get hit there. That would have killed me. That was kind of close, I feel. I think I'm dead. Scholar's Candlestick. I think it doesn't help too that I've had like a lot of good DS3 weapons lately. Like the Bandit's Knife was super good. The Morian Blade I just I finished it a couple days ago, but that's a YouTube run. And that was really good. It had bleed as well. So this doesn't feel like it's on the level of those two things, but like it's still fun. I think I'd like this more than I'd like a normal thrusting sword. I need more stamina though. Nice bleed. That's the attack that killed me, except that, you know, she had a two-handed version of it. I think it's taken time for me to get used to the L1 combo. Because I think I'm missing parts of it. It's like the second L1. I'm just running from this. How did that hit? Dude, like, again? I think what made the Morian Blade and the Bandit's Knife so good, though, is because they have innate bleed, and they don't lose damage for, like, having to infuse something with bleed, like this does. They probably have, like, a lower base damage compared to other similar swords, though. The bleed icon is so weird, too. It looks like a shield with, like, the little red dot on it, but the red dot is off-center, and I hate it. Hate that it's off-centered. Like, on the weapon. Alright, let me go get the couple chunks, and then we'll get the Estus shard, and then we'll go level up. Can put this to +7. Actually, maybe we should just run through Lothric Castle, and then we can get +8. And go do DSA. I think there's 3 chunks here. It's probably more. I don't know where, like, they all are. And there's one, I think, right here. I'm tempted to go pick those items up, but I don't want to die. So we're not going to. So I should have 4 chunks, I think. And a Chaos Gem. Oh, not that way. I just think there's an item there, and there is not. This is not a chunk, right? Yeah. Okay, that's bad. How am I alive? Can I... Just pick it up. How the hell did I live, dude? So what do we have? We have 7 or something? 8? There's 3 in the middle I can get, and then the last one I guess we'll just get after DSA. I should definitely, like, map the chunks out better. No, I don't know where I get, or where I can get more. Because there's probably an extra one, and then we can get 12, and then we can just have +9 for DSA, but it's fine. But we can kill the... Actually, we might have 12. We might get 12 after we kill the dragon. Or the Pus of Man. Which really is Pus of Dragon, right? Pus of Wyvern. I do hate how when this dragon falls, it can land on you and deal damage, even though, like, that's just a silly notion, right? Shouldn't get very. You gotta, like, kind of stay a little bit away from it. Can't see. What is that hitbox? That is nonsense. I don't... Can I survive this drop? I don't know if I can. So we got 10. We just need 2 more. Oh boy. I think we're fine. 1 here. And there. All right.
What?
7, 8, and 9. Give me one of these, and I'll see you later. Level up, finally. I've leveled up since, like, before Pontiff. No, like, give me, we'll split it between Dex and Endurance.
Farewell, Ashen Woman.
And we'll do this, and we'll go fight DSA real quick. I kind of like splitting up the stream between 2 runs. Like, they feel like they both went by really quickly. Sometimes, like, if you're doing one run, 4 hours of the same run feels like kind of long, but this made it go by really quickly. Not something I'm going to consistently do, though. Just, like, while we're doing the ladle, I'll probably do it. And if we ever have, like, a weapon as rough as the ladle or in that tier of, like, pain, I'll probably do it. Like, there's some ones in DS1 and Demon Souls I can think of. But, it's not going to be, like, a common thing. Look how happy he looks. Eyes full of optimism. Nose is kind of missing, but... that's alright, we won't judge him for it. Okay, this is gonna be kind of rough, because, again, no bleed. Hey, get out of here, butterfly. Or whatever you are. Oh, I'm trying to L1, but I have my shield out, because it puts your shield out after you upgrade. Or, you know, you're not two-handing anymore after you upgrade. Okay, so I gotta take a look at this L1 combo. The first attack you hit with the claw and then the rapier, and then the second one is, I think, 3 rapier hits, and that's why it takes so long. What? I think he turned, oddly, because of the fountain. I'm guessing, because that should not have happened. It's a laser. I don't know, like, how to tell where the laser's going. I don't know if there is a way to tell. Or if you just kind of have to let it happen. Oh, he didn't follow up. Yeah, I tried to roll and I just didn't get to it in time. Good attack. Yeah, the follow-up L1 is just like not as strong. Oh, I rolled so early. Oh, that actually worked out. The L1 there. So the first attack of the L1 hit him, and he blocked it, and I think he was going to do an attack, but then the second one hit him as he was putting the shield down, and it luckily killed him. It's kind of cool. We'll go level up, I guess. I want to take a look at the L1 too. I'm gonna get more stamina. I want to see if I can extend this combo further.
Well, that
It's 4 L1s. I can get 3, but I don't know if I can do 4.
farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Let me get some more Homer bones too. Stack up with these while I got the souls for him. 35. Sounds good.
Ashen 1.
It's probably more than I need. Alright, let's see. 1, 2. Triple stab. And that just repeats, I think. So that's pretty much the combo. You do the backhand, then rapier, and then 1, 2, 3. And then I was trying to get a... I want to see if I can get another attack there. But the stamina just doesn't regen fast enough to do a 5th one. I need to use the running L1 more too. It's so cool. Then you do like a little backstep. Is there a backstep L1? Oh, it's right. It's the same thing. Then the rolling L1 is that. What else would there be? Can't have a running L2. It's just an L2. I wonder if anyone's done a playthrough with this attack only. This feels like it would take a while. Because the damage is really bad, and it's slow. But like the one-handed R1 and the one-handed R2 are the same as the two-handed R1 and R2, which is kind of a shame, I think. So really, like, the only unique thing is, like, the L1 and L2, I guess. I don't know. It's still pretty cool, though. I do like it. Just, I wish it did a little more damage.